All right, good morning. Just finished my workout. It's like, 5:30. So I got my little deep, raspy, sexy voice going on. But Mark and I wanted to share with y'all some of what we've been doing with our Monday morning meetings and some of the reasons why we feel like we have such a cohesive unit here. Maybe this can be something that we translate to other groups. Monday morning meetings have always been great ever since I've been here. I feel like it's one of the things that adds to the structure of what we have going on. There's a consistency to it. Every Monday meeting, Mark covers a leadership topic, and that's always really well received. And there's some structure and rigidity that comes with that known meeting. Kicks the week off really great. So a few Monday meetings ago, we talked about coming up with our values together, and it was a really magical process. There were some tears in the room, in fact, about how all those values kind of came together. And I'm just going to share with you what those are and then go into our next thing. So the values that we came up with were, number one, freedom. Okay, freedom, very subjective term, can have a lot of different meanings. And I think as it pertains to BoxHouse, freedom that comes from tiny home living, minimalistic living. And then as members of BoxHouse, the freedom that comes from being a part of this amazing company and the potential financial freedom that we have coming down the road. So next one was community. And community, again, very subjective, very personal term. For a lot of people, it means like family and friends, and it definitely means that for us. But we're also seeing this as community as being BoxHouse communities, BoxHouse team, BoxHouse family, and that can apply to both tenants and people that work for BoxHouse. And again, one of the reasons that things seem to kind of gel with us so much is that we're all here together going through the same challenges and same difficulties and learning the same procedures and processes. And it reminds me of being in the military, really. Like there's a lot of camaraderie that comes from just being in the stuff together all the time, the heat, the cold, and again, dealing with all these different challenges that come up. So we really do have a really tight-knit family here, community here. We love being around each other, even when we're all, for lack of a better term, kind of suffering through something. So again, community, BoxHouse community, BoxHouse family, tenants and employees or members of BoxHouse. And then we have growth. And I feel like this is important to all of us as well. We all agreed on this because, first of all, BoxHouse itself as a business needs to evolve and grow and become better than what it is. And we're working on that every day. But as individuals, we're all growing because a lot of us came into this with little to no experience in what it is that we're learning and doing. And so there's this constant growth, constant education, and constant evolution with the individual members. And again, since we're doing this all together, that contributes to the growth of this team down here in Texas, and then also the growth of the entire company. So, and then also we're all thinking about the growth and evolution of BoxHouse as a quality product. So. And then finally, integrity. Integrity meaning, again, very subjective, very personal, can have a lot of different meanings. But for us, what we're talking about here is integrity with our word, with our actions. That means everything from the small things, which are important, like showing up on time, putting your allotted hours for the week, and or taking responsibility for things that you did or didn't do correctly, owning up to mistakes, supporting others, being true to your word, borrowing equipment, returning equipment, and then the integrity of the company, meaning the integrity that we stand for, and that should show through the tenants and the people that are consumers of BoxHouse. So that's how we came up with our values. Another cool thing that we've been doing at Monday meetings is Mark's given me the opportunity to cover a 10-minute health topic. So I've been a master health coach, 15 years of coaching. I could talk at length about it, but I'm really happy these give me this opportunity to do this. And my idea or my vision with that is that, I've got this wealth of information to share with people. And if I can help people be just a little bit better with real food, nutrition, fitness, sleep, personal quiet time, they're going to show up to BoxHouse better, and they're going to show up to their family better and all the things they care about better. So really honored that he's given me the opportunity to do that. So then this last meeting, we came up with our vision, and the vision was really, really cool. Mark opened up kind of explaining the process of coming up with visions and missions, starting with values. That gives you a good foundation. And then in order to come up with the mission, which is a little bit more strategic, we have to have a vision of where we're going or where we think we're going, even though that can change and evolve over time. So kind of put it out to the group, and everybody chimed in with their own little input. I'm reading some notes here. You know, personally, I said my vision for us is, because we're dealing with so many challenges and so many fixes that we feel like eventually we shouldn't have to deal with, right? Because it's taken a lot of work hours and time and cost. If we had a quality, solid product, you know, my vision is that we have this bulletproof freaking box house that's just weatherproof, temperature proof, minimal fixes. You know, it's just a solid bulletproof product with a very minimal amount of offerings, you know, maybe 2 or 3 solid offerings. And we just perfect that over time. And we're just known for just a really good quality product. That was my input. And I think just because we've been dealing with so many different challenges, right? Billy came in and said, hey, I love the tagline of the company, you know, affordable housing for everyone. And that jives with, you know, having a quality product, because if we're going to be this tiny home provider that's affordable living for anyone, everyone, then it has to be a quality product, right? We're not going to get there if it's not a quality product. So those kind of melded together. Jordan said that he liked it being, his vision was that it was something for people in need, something that people who couldn't afford something bigger could afford, or something that was good for single parent mothers or people just struggling in some way, right? So, and then again, that ties together with affordable living for anyone and everyone, and then also having a quality product. And then Greg had chimed in and said something about how he agreed with all that, and also something that was safe. You know, we provide safe communities, we provide a safe house, and again, all those things jive together. You know, so when we come up with what our vision for the future is, it is a quality product, a solid product, a bulletproof product, minimal fixes, something that's dependable and reliable, weather resistant, temperature resistant, or however you might word that, you know, temperature regulating, you know. We're not dealing with all these different fixes, and tenants are dealing with all these different fixes. And then also something that's affordable, and something that is safe and gives people a means for living where they might not otherwise be able to. Okay, so that was our vision, and that tagged onto our values. Hope that was useful. If I'm not all there this morning, it's just because it's early and getting ready to go. So, all right, cool.